Hello and welcome back to another Fragrance Fanatic video. Today we're going to be talking about the best fragrances and best selling fragrances of 2020. So welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the best-selling fragrances of 2020, and there's obviously been a lot this year going on with coronavirus, and it means that we're all indoors buying, or some of us aren't. Maybe some of us were a little bit more restrained this year. Money's always going to be a problem when we've got these huge lockdowns and just a virus spreading across the world. But no, I've got some really interesting facts to run through, and I do have a computer down below me, which is why I'm going to be looking down a little bit just to keep track, because I want to get everything right. So I've done a lot of research and looked into this. There's obviously a lot to get through because I'm actually going to start off talking about the top designers of this year. Now, before I start the video, I would like to do two very important shout outs to two very important people. The first one I'd say is a more pressing matter, and I'd like to shout out a good friend of mine from the Fragrance Wardrobe. He had a YouTube channel called Dapper on a Dime, and it was a great channel. He was, I think, probably one of my two first subscribers on this channel, and he was a really nice guy. Helped me get going, and he did so much for me. But unfortunately his channel has been hacked and deleted, so if you could do one thing for me, and that would be brilliant, it's just to go and look at his channel link in the description and give him a follow, subscribe, as unfortunately he's had to restart, and that sucks. And secondly, I'd like to shout out and thank really Sensualize, that's Barry from Sensualize. He gave me a shout out in his up and coming videos. A great series that he does. And I just appreciate it so much. It's gave me a couple of subscribers, but really overall it's just about the thought that counts. It's just really nice to have that come from him. So he's also linked down below. If you haven't by any chance subscribed to his channel, please do. So thank you very much, enjoy the video. So starting at number 10, Jean Paul Gaultier. In number 9 we've got Giorgio Armani. In number 8, Carolina Herrera. God, I'm really not informed today. 7 we've got Lacoste. 6 we've got Yves Saint Laurent. 5 we've got Marc Jacobs. Now Marc Jacobs had a brilliant year last year, releasing, or this year releasing over 10 new fragrances. 4 is Gucci. 3 is Boss, and 2 is Paco Rabanne. And in number 1 we have none other than Calvin Klein. Now, would that have been expected? I don't really know. I'm going to come up clean and say I genuinely do not have a single Calvin Klein fragrance, and that's maybe something I'm going to do at some point, is get every single Calvin Klein fragrance on the market currently being sold by Calvin Klein. That'd be a good haul video. So yeah, they're the top designers. So that is quite interesting to see Gucci in the top 5. I wouldn't have thought I would see them there. And actually to see Lacoste anywhere in the top 10 is also pretty impressive. They're obviously doing quite well. Giorgio Armani, a little bit disappointed to see them coming in at number 9, especially with their fragrances being just some of the best selling in the entire world, really. And we're going to now move on to the most popular female fragrances. So having a look at the female fragrances was quite interesting, really, because there's a similarity between the way that men's fragrances sold and women's fragrances sold. So let's just have a look at 10. We've got Stella McCartney's Stella Eau de Parfum spray. Now, I don't really know much about women's fragrances. I can't really give you too much information on these fragrances right now, but it's meant to be a brilliant fragrance. It's sold very well. And then coming in at number 9 we've got Carolina Herrera 212 Sexy Eau de Parfum spray. I laughed because I really messed that up earlier saying Carolina Herrera, God knows how. Number 8 was Dolce & Gabbana 3 L'Imperatrice Eau de Parfum, Eau de Toilette spray, sorry, not Eau de Parfum. Their Eau de Parfum isn't on the list. In number 7 we've got Roberto Cavalli Eau de Parfum spray. In number 6 we have Calvin Klein's Euphoria Eau de Parfum spray. In number 5, we've got Calvin Klein's CK1 Eau de Toilette spray. Number 4, we have the YSL Black Opium. See, that's been in this top list for quite a long time. That has, and you know, we've all known that that is probably one of the most popular women's fragrances on the market. And so now I'm going to run through the top 3 in an interesting way. I'm now going to start number 1 and then 2 and then 3, because what I've done is I've taken a little bit of information. So, infused with wild berries, jasmine and sandalwood, Marc Jacobs Decadence is the best-selling female fragrance of 2020. Fresh with the hint of vanilla, Gucci Bamboo comes in 2nd place, and the sharp oriental scent of Gucci Rush is 3rd. And briefly, I thought it would be interesting to have a look at what the most popular female notes were of 2020. And so the most popular female top note is peppercorn, the most famous popular heart note was jasmine, and the most popular base note was sandalwood. Woman, you know well, because sandalwood is a brilliant base note. I think that, you know, all good fragrances have sandalwood in their base note somewhere. No, that's great. So there's some really good fragrances in there that I know of. I just haven't tried yet, but I do like trying to do some sort of female reviews at some point. As you'll see in my videos, I do have a couple of female reviews, and I'll try my best to keep up with them. So now we're back into the male fragrances. Now, I imagine that this is what most of you are here for, if you're watching this video, as I think the thumbnail, I put some male fragrances in there rather than female. So, number 10, we've got Davidoff Cool Water Eau de Toilette. I own this, yet to do a full review of it, but it's a brilliant fragrance. It is really fresh, and just, it's a classic. I'm not a huge fan, really, of Davidoff's Cool Water, but it, you know, I do have it, and I agree that it is a very good fragrance. Something about that fragrance that I'm not a huge fan of, and I think I'll go into this in more detail when I do the video, it's just, it seemed to lack a stability that I search for in most fragrances. Something that you smell and agree that the person that's wearing it is kind of, they know what they're doing, and they know, there's something about it is just lacking, and I think it's just, it's almost too fresh, too light, and too airy. Right, well, I spent a long time talking about that one. So number 9, we've got Hugo Deep Red Eau de Parfum. And number 8, we've got Boss in Motion Eau de Toilette. I think I have that behind me. I don't. It's somewhere up there. I've just got a small collection of some of the fragrances that I quite like behind me. But no, most of them are up there or over there. In number 7, we've got Paco Rabanne 1 Million. Is that a surprise? No. In number 6, we've got Boss Orange Eau de Toilette. Boss again, featuring. In number 5, we've got Dupe Homme Eau de Toilette. Is that behind me? Nope, it's somewhere up there again. In number 4, we've got Calvin Klein's CK1 Eau de Toilette. Again, I've never tried them, and I've heard mixed reviews on all Calvin Klein fragrances, so again, need to try it out. Number 3, we've got Boss Bottled Night Eau de Toilette. Do I have... Yes, I do have Boss Bottled Intense behind me. And number 2, we've got Carolina Herrera 212 Men Eau de Toilette. And in number 1, we have Paco Rabanne Ultraviolet and Eau de Toilette, not Eau de Parfum. I'll need to check up on that. It is Eau de Toilette. Yes, I thought it would be the Eau de Parfum concentration. So yeah, powdered pepper, spice. Paco Rabanne Ultraviolet is the favourite male fragrance of the year. Calvin Klein's genderless CK1 made the list, along with Davidoff Cool Water, which proves to stand the test of time, as it was launched in 1988, as I had said. These are just some facts again that I've taken down. And the notes, our favourite top note as the men is mandarin orange. The favourite heart note is cardamom, and the favourite base note is sandalwood musk. Again, we all love sandalwood. What is a fragrance without sandalwood within it? So yeah, again, just really interesting. There's been a lot of mixing this year with different scents, but it's just brilliant to see that we're sticking with some really solid fragrances in these lists, and you know, fragrances such as Davidoff is just staying on there, number 10. And finally, I'd like to run through the scents from the stars, so the celebrities. Right, so I've looked back over time to see which celebrities sell the most fragrances, so I've ranked them. And then I've found which of their scents are the most purchased from those individual scents. So in number 10 we've got Antonio Banderas. His most sold fragrance is The Secret Eau de Toilette Spray. Number 9 we've got Stacey Solomon, and her best sold fragrance is Smile Eau de Parfum Spray. Then we've got J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, in number 8 with Glow Eau de Toilette Spray. In number 7 we've got Rihanna, and she sells Nude Eau de Parfum Spray, that's her bestseller. Number 6 we've got Ariana Grande, Sweet Like Candy Eau de Parfum Spray. Number 5, Katy Perry with Killer Queen Eau de Parfum Spray. And number 4, David Beckham with Instinct Eau de Toilette Spray. I do. No, I don't. Where the hell have I got Instinct? I thought I had Instinct behind me. That's elsewhere. Number 3, Beyonce with Heat Eau de Parfum Spray. Number 2, Britney Spears with Fantasy Eau de Parfum Spray. And number 1 with Sarah Jessica Parker, Lovely Eau de Parfum Spray. So there you go. That is the best-selling fragrances of 2020. So what a video, really. I know I've been looking at my computer for basically the whole thing, reading it all off to you. I've tried to enhance my presentation skills by looking at the camera as much as I could, but you know, that took a long time to gather this information together. I've tried to use the most reliable sources I could. I used a lot of different websites in the UK that are reliable, and then I sourced a lot of information from open source info from websites such as Fragrance Direct and it was the Perfume Shop, which are 2 British retailers. But this is again worldwide. These are the most best-selling fragrances worldwide. So yes, thank you very much for watching the video. Please do like, subscribe and comment. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit different to what I usually do, you know, with the reviews and unboxings and things like that. I haven't done that this video, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you do kind of like this type of content where it's a little bit more informative and just factual, then please let me know, because I'd love to do more of these videos. Despite the effort that they take, you know, I just really enjoy finding out all this stuff. It's great to learn a little bit more about the community and the industry. So thank you very much for watching the video, and we'll see you next time on The Fragrance Fanatic. Bye for now.